Just want to say real quick, I'm Dave Richards, the superintendent here in Fraser, and wanted to thank all of you for just taking a few minutes to stop by and celebrate with us the opportunity to dedicate this gymnasium, this space that is going to be a wonderful space for kids during the regular school day and obviously during practices and competition. And on behalf of the staff and the school district, just really want to say thank you to all of you. And personally, I'd like to introduce the team and have Mr. Gardner say a few words, but the folks that really made this happen on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to start in the back row. If you can stand up, Dan. This is Dan Waters. He's the director of our operations. Kind of a shy guy. Every attention to detail around here as far as just how well the property is kept, the facilities, and Dan has just come on board in the past year or so and done an amazing job and has worked countless hours to make sure that this facility would be just a wonderful facility for our kids. So Dan, on behalf of the school district and the kids, thank you so much. Next is Lori Vedetta. Lori is our business manager. She watches every penny. And I will tell you this, she guards it like it's her own money. And that's great because the construction guys will tell you, Dan will tell you, even Dr. Lons and Brad Robinson will tell you that in order to get anything done, it's got to get through Lori. And we're just thrilled to let you know that this project, with all the bond project, but this one in particular, which was the biggest piece of the pie, came in under budget and about a month and a half ahead of schedule. So that's fantastic. You know, in the time, 2011, when we passed the bond issue, it wasn't a time that anyone gave us much hope of getting it through economically. And for our community to give us the support, we knew we had to be very good fiscal stewards of that money so that when we got done, the community would be proud of what was created and that our kids would have a first-class facility. So thank you to all the folks watching the dollars. Next up is Mr. Brad Robinson, our athletic director. Brad puts a great touch. Brad truly wanted and pushed this facility when we first started talking about a bond issue because he knew the demand that we had from our athletic teams and then also our gym classes every day. By having the numbers of classes going in one gym, you have controlled chaos on a regular basis. And the teachers do a great job, but having this facility available to them, especially with the 2 team rooms right in this gym, you know, we have the visitor team and the home team. That's a great space. You don't have to worry about people running into each other in different locker rooms and all that. And Brad just did a great job along with Dr. Lons and Dan Waters designing the space. So thanks, Brad. And finally, Dr. Lons, who is the high school principal, and it's so funny. That's good. When I had the job of being the high school principal, I kind of earned a reputation with the construction firm of being a jerk because I would absolutely fight for every penny that I could get. And Dr. Lons took over that mantle very nicely. And there were a couple of times where he and I were forehead to forehead fighting over a couple of bucks to make sure because he wanted everything he could get for Fraser High School, not just for this facility, but even paint in the hallways and stairwells. And Mike just brings that spirit of excellence to every project that he does, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. I'd like to take just a quick second and introduce my bosses and the people that look out over the school district every day and make sure that we deliver on our promises. I'm going to start with the board president, Mr. Jerry Gauthier. Board trustee, Ms. Laura Edgehill. Board Secretary, Mr. Jim Burko. Board Vice President, Mrs. Carol Bannister. Board Trustee, Linda Cormack. And one of our trustees, or treasurer actually, who could not be here due to business and work demands, Mr. Ron Delano. Before I turn it over to Jerry, I just truly want to say heartfelt to all of you, thank you for your support. As I mentioned before, this was a time, getting this bond issue passed and the support for it, that a lot of folks kind of said we were setting ourselves up for failure. But hopefully what you see now is that it was worth it. It was worth all those meetings and those conversations and getting folks out to vote to support the school district. This is one of those times when you can say it ends up benefiting the kids, because we're not going to have kids practicing till 11 o'clock at night or trying to get into the school by 5 a.m. and still get great grades. You know, we have fantastic kids that'll do it, but this just gives us a lot of flexibility to host tournaments, to be a showcase. And hopefully what you had walking up to this facility was a great sense of Fraser pride and a first-class facility, and just really proud of everybody that put it together. And I can even see it from Garfield when I drive by. You can see it, and it just kind of lights up like, wow, that's a great addition to this building. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Gawther. He's got a few words. Jerry?
Thank you, Dr. Dave. And while this is an evening of celebration, we work hard. We're here to celebrate the success of our district in this gym, and the success of running managing the bond is we're celebrating. You know, everybody works hard throughout their careers. You got to stop and not like smell the roses or celebrate. That's what tonight is all about. I personally, and the board person, wants to thank Dr. Richards. You know, these people all work for Dr. Richards, and you need to have a dominant, forward-thinking, progressive leader, and that's what we have in Dr. Richards. And a lot of what we do here can't be done without him driving the bus. So, Dr. Richards, thank you for all your hard work. And as Dr. Richards said, thank you to the community for their support. You trusted us with your bond dollars to go ahead and do this. But it's more than that. You also trust us as a board and as an administrative team to handle your children, to take care of your children. And this is all part of that taking care of piece. And you wouldn't have passed that bond if you didn't have that trust and support in what we do every day. So thank you to all of you out there for allowing us to build this for the children and students and community to share. One more bit of thanking I'd like to do, and that's people that don't work for a school district but help put this all together. First, I'd like to thank our architects from Wakely Associates. We have Mr. Dominic Abate and Ryan Stewart. And these people who walk around with the hard hats and grungy boots that have to make sure that this all goes up correctly. See, we even got somebody who's ready to play ball. We have the people from Barton Mallow, starting with Jason Powers, Julie Shocker, Jeff Atkins, Mike Stoback, and Dan Burko. You've all done a fantastic job to give us a place that we can really be proud of. So thank you very much for that. And with that, we're going to now cut the ribbon and get this place active. So if I can have the board come up, please.
Everyone knows Nicole Malik. She's the one that keeps us all on our toes whenever we have something that so we don't embarrass ourselves. Thank you, Nicole. Actually, what we're going to do is, this is a plaque that will be placed outside of the hallway, and it just kind of commemorates the construction of the facility, and have all the board members and staff on it. So there we go. We triple checked it for no spelling errors, so we're very excited about that.
We checked it a lot.
I think the biggest benefit of the gym is the fact that we're going to be able to run classes where we're not packing them all into the main gym, first and foremost. But secondly, the practice schedule. The fact that we can actually have practices not run until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night or at 6 in the morning because we have the added space. And then obviously being able to move the Hall of Fame into the main corridor in between the two gyms, I think is really going to class it up. And the last piece would be the entrance. I think is just really professional. Looks great, really noticeable. So when you're coming to games in the dark, visitors will be able to find it easily, and as well as our own fans.
I'm a Fraser grad, so I have a lot of passion for Fraser community and Fraser Public Schools. So I believe this is really the crown jewel of 2 bond issues that we've done for you guys.
We're just really proud of everyone working together and having a chance to enjoy this new opportunity.
Being a Fraser grad and being a Barton Malow employee, it's truly exciting for me to see this get turned over.